Ooh,
It,
that was sweet.
it is 7:30 on a Thursday. On a Thursday. On a Thursday. 7:30 on a Thursday. You know why? It is the Academy Sports Show Thursday. We appreciate everybody that gets a chance to watch the video today. We welcome those to come in live as we record. If you are new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, everything Academy Sports Show, Facebook, Instagram, all those things. But most importantly, the YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to YouTube. Make sure you trigger that bell. That way you get a notification every time we go live. Because you never know if it's a Thursday or Wednesday or Friday or Saturday. Who knows? Try to keep that schedule. But as you know, as fathers, as men, as coaches coming up, the schedules change, things shift. But we do want the family in. We do want everybody in. The field needs to get in here for this episode because it is a good one for you. I'll let Joe hit the breakdown for you. But once again, make sure you do all those things. Make sure you follow us and everything. Keep close tabs at Academy Sports Show. We appreciate everybody that comments on the show today. I'm your host, Andre Douglas. Sitting across from me is your host, Joel Williams.
What up, though? What up, Stu? What's in the building? What's up, Pops? Yeah, start me up, Dad. Start me up because I feel like today is a day that we can get some of that live in here today. We're going to get into it, but big show ahead for you tonight. We got to talk NFL, man. The season is coming or drawing near. And I love to sing my favorite song. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Coming tonight, the Hall of Fame game in Canton, Ohio. The opening of the preseason.
Why don't you go to those? It's in Ohio. Why don't you go to Hall of Fame game?
I don't know. Usually because there's usually something else going on. But I think one day that's a good idea, making a trip down there. But my Brownies, here we go, Brownies, here we go. My Brownies are playing tonight against the Jets. It'll probably be the second and third stringers for both teams. No starters will play. But the pleasure of watching football. So we got a lot ahead tonight, man. We got to talk football. We're going to make our predictions tonight. Every division. We'll break it down for you, give our predictions. You can see how we do. Fantasy's coming up. Those of you who were in our fantasy league last year, prepare yourselves. You should have gotten your email this week from our commissioner. Time to get it going again. We're going to talk some NFL, man. Predictions for the Lions. Predictions for the Browns. Some trolling, I'm sure it'll take place. Yeah, all that in store for you tonight. Plus, we got to talk about the massive deal, biggest in the history of the NBA, signed by Jaylen Brown, offered up by the Celtics. So we'll touch base on that. As you know, we got What the Meme. We got trivia. We got it all, man. Stu's in the building. Pop's in the building. Leonardo's in the building. What's up? Stu said the champ is here. That's true. That's true. The champ is here.
Where's the champ?
I think he's in here, but he hasn't said hello to us because it ain't you, Stu. Oh, man.
I'm like, the champ is here?
I believe who won last year? It was James, right? Yeah. 7 Mile Dogs.
Yep, them dogs. Yep.
7 Mile Dogs won last year. My mama's in here. We're back to Thursday nights. We're just we're just here when we're here.
Man, you do what you do, baby.
We will announce the next scheduled shift coming up at the end of the show. So, like I said, we got a lot to get into, man. We appreciate everybody joining us. Make sure you like, you subscribe, and make sure you let somebody know we are in here because, as you know, we always appreciate your comments and we appreciate the back and forth. So let's get it. It's the Academy Show. Live.
Good luck to you, Stu. I mean, next time, don't draft 3 quarterbacks. Okay, I remember that.
Yeah, good luck to you, Stu. You're taking it all this year. You've been, Stu. You know the rules. We will hold you accountable to that.
All right, let me get it up here. And
wait. What are we doing? I mean, they did. What? No, they didn't lose a lot of offensive linemen, but we'll get there. We breed offensive linemen, just so you know. But he gonna get me started. Early. He'll get me
I
started.
love it. He
He'll get me
does love the
started.
Steelers. He does love
Y'all
the
need to
Steelers.
focus on the trivia. Jalen loves the Steelers. Y'all need to focus on the trivia question because we're winning 8-3.
Here we go. Here we go. Trivia night as follows. Me and Joe give each other a trivia question. The first person to get the answer correctly between that host and the field gets the points. The caveat is once somebody comments in the field, the first comment is the answer for everybody. So you better be right. Or we've seen some things happen in these comment sections for who commented and shouldn't have. All right, so trivia night it is. Yeah, stay off Twitter, stay off the search bar, stay off Google, coming straight off the dome as we all do. It is my turn to give Joe trivia. Sir, are you ready?
All right, let's go, man.
All right, so it is a NFL trivia question. Okay, we're in the spirit of NFL. It is a preseason kickoff day. Why not? So I saw this meme of they give you all the teams the player has been on.
Okay.
And you have to guess who it is. So that's the meme that I have for you today. Here it is. Guess the player. He was a Raven, a Packer, a Viking,
Darius Smith.
and a Brown.
Is it Darius Smith?
Is that your final answer? We got our butts kicked.
I feel like, yeah. Yes, Stu. Yeah, I feel like that cutout has dreads, and the most recent player to join the Browns from the Vikings is Z Smith. I might be saying his first name incorrectly. But that's what I'm going with, yes.
Okay. Phil, do you got anything? Phil? Anybody? Try to do something different other than a straight up trivia question. Try to use a graphic. Just that. Keeps everybody's imagination going. Name a player from 1967 who made 37 out of 42 field goals for the Green Bay Packers. Only so much trivia. All right, so Leonardo said he don't got it.
Oh,
there you go. There you go. Hey man, he knows the Browns roster inside and out.
Appreciate the respect, Stu.
Hey man, that's love right there. That's love right there. Y'all gotta answer quicker, man. You gotta answer quicker. So that brings us to updated score. Is this updated?
Oh, nope.
The whole 9, the field 3. Hate to be y'all. I just saw
we running away with it. This has been closer in years past.
Yeah, years past, y'all. I mean, y'all used to put up a fight, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Next year, catch us.
We could always, once we close out this game and win this cycle, we could always say we will leave the questions to you all.
No,
we could make it real hard.
You want to? Are we doing this for the year again, or let's? We should pick like a 1st to 15 or something like that.
Right? Yeah, let's go 1st to 15 now since we're up 9-3.
So making up the games as we play. Oh, where we going to, man? We are 1st to 10. Nah, man, y'all got one more point. All right, 1st to 15. All right, cool.
Yep, I'm with it.
All right, so that is trivia night. If you got trivia questions, send it to us directly, whichever way you know us, and then we'll ask the other question. The caveat is you can't answer the question because you sent the trivia question. Next block is what the meme. We got some memes sent to us over the last couple of weeks. We haven't been on. I couldn't get to all of them, but I got some. So here we go. All right, start one, bench one, cut one. We got Chase Young, Aiden Hutchinson, the Javion, not the Javion. Just
Jadavion. Yeah, Jadavion.
Javion. Clowney. And this is all college based. This is all college based. So you see their jerseys, all college stats, college, all the jazz. Start, bench, cut. Who you got?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna hate here, and gonna stick with my allegiance. So I'm telling you right now, I'm cutting Chase Young. But I'm not gonna be that crazy, even though that's probably crazy in some people's book. Jadavion, I'm starting. Hutch, I am benching, and I'm cutting Chase Young. And the reality of it is, Hutchinson was a game records, just like Chase Young. Hutchinson to me was when you look at big plays all the time, and then there's just Jadeveon Clowney was just different. And there's the memorable he knocked my man's helmet off and got the ball and ran for a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
And Michigan football was never the same again.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish we can add the pros to this that would really knock Chase Young out.
You are correct, sir.
The young man can't stay healthy. Stu says start Clowney, bench Young, and cut Hutchinson.
Cut Hutchinson. It's fair.
I feel that's racist. You're being racist too. Let's give Hutchins due. I am going to. I echo your sentiments. I am going to start Clowney. I'm going to bench Hutch, and I'm cutting Chase Young.
Oh man.
It did at DC. It felt a little racist. That's what I'm saying. It just felt like no matter what, he wasn't picking a white guy. That's what I felt. I felt the Stu's energy through that message.
Hey, Stu. Sorry, Stu. You have a rep. I have 3 black friends, 2 white friends.
I know tons of white people. Okay?
Oh man.
Next up, all in their primes. Cut one player. You got Larry Legend, you got the Mamba, you got Magic, and you got the big Aristotle, the big Cactus, the big Fundamental, the big Sheriff, all the big Shamrock, the big Desert, whatever he was. Shaquille O'Neal.
I got a white brother. And you're off. Yep. Live up to the hype, dude. Live up to the hype, sir. You are as advertised every week. We appreciate you.
I got a white brother.
Every week. Sir, I'm interested in hearing from everybody on this one. I think I have an interesting opinion. Leonardo said cut Shaq. Okay. Okay. In their prime. Stu, you want to be racist again? Look at Dennis said it. He said this is the setup for a racist.
Oh
man.
There's so much pressure right now, too. So much pressure. Started hating pressure. Cut Kobe. Oh man, you just couldn't do it just for the fun.
Ooh.
Cut Combs.
Ooh, in their prime.
Cut Combs.
Hey man. We about to be all over the spectrum here. I'm cutting Magic.
Oof. Now, arguably, you're cutting the person that's the best at their position at all these positions.
That's true. I'm just gonna say, listen, we may not defend. I mean, Kobe will lock up, but we're gonna score because you're not gonna stop me down low. And I was old enough. I am old enough to remember watching Larry Bird play. And I don't know if you guys have heard the stories. Thankfully, the social media, you get to hear some of the stories, but everything that they say about this dude is true. Like, my man was he was a kill eye shooter, bro. Yeah. Hey, Magic does Magic one. Yeah, hey. He beat Bird, right? As a rook. But Larry Legend is, man, I'm sorry. I mean, Larry was, and maybe it's the affinity for the trash talk that I like and what I've heard. I mean, my man, they used to say, my man used to be like, I'm about to spin move, step back, dot you, right? And then he'd go do it. Like, he was that cold with the jump shot. So I'm gonna be controversial today. I'm cut Magic.
It'll be controversial. I would be racist and cut Larry, but I'm not gonna do that. So I'll cut Shaq.
On today's episode, Academy Sports Show and Reverse Racing.
There we go. I love it. I love it.
Oh, he beat Dr. J as a rookie. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut Shaq.
All right, Leonardo.
I'm gonna cut Shaq. Can't cut Cole. Can't. I'm gonna respect my history and leave Magic and Bird since the era was built off of their backs. I'm gonna keep them in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and let Shaq go because they are, he's the most dominant, but there might be a couple centers ahead of him in his position that are arguably better than him skill wise. So I'm gonna go ahead and let Shaq go in his prime.
I can't answer this question because I know I haven't seen it. Is this a setup? Should I not post this? What Stu just put in the chat? I have not.
No, I saw him. It perpetuates what people think about Ja. It's just he's leaning into it. He's got his whole body tattooed like a graffiti.
So is it fair to say that he'll probably be out of the league in 2 years?
Ooh, that's tough, bro. I don't know if he keep leaning into it the way he is. I don't know. He one gun away. I'm so mad you didn't get that video that I sent you.
I did not. I still, when I watch it, have not yet. I missed it.
There's a video of my man. He was like unboxing these new Ja 10s. These is fire. Oh man, he lifts up the package. He's like, man, it's good. He goes to pull it out, and you see like
that doesn't look like a gun to me.
and then the video cuts off.
Bro, that does not look like a gun to me. I was like, I don't get it.
Oh man,
Leonardo seems to agree with me. 2 years, man, out the league.
Out the league, man. You hate to see it.
His partner still. Meanwhile, Ja's partner recorded another live video.
No, not his partner.
Well, as you can see, Stu wants to lean into. I did skip those. I mean, I guess Guns N' Roses, right? I see what you're saying there, Stu. Nice job. However, comment at 7:49 p.m. is not going to be posted.
All right.
We are on fire today.
Next up,
Rare Form. Nice.
Start bench cut. The best tight ends in the league. You got Kelce, you got Kit, you got Drews. Who you got?
I'm starting Kelce. I'm benching Kittle. I'm cutting Andrews.
Oh, poor Andrews. I don't know. As Kittle took a step off. As Kittle lost a step.
I don't know if lost a step is accurate. I mean, yes, he's been injured, right? I mean, but when my man is in the game and healthy, he's pretty much unstoppable. Andrews does catch everything in an offense that's literally geared around running with their quarterback or throwing it to the tight end. And people think OBJ is going to help them, but we'll talk about that in the divisional roundup. Yeah, I'm gonna start Kelce cut. I'm gonna cut Andrews and I'm benching Kittle.
I think Kittle lost a step. So I'm going Kelsey, Andrews, Kittle.
Okay.
I concur. Look at y'all. Y'all just two peas in the pod today, huh? We'll see.
Except the part about liking the Steelers.
He's watched enough show to know your patterns. He knows you love the Steelers. All right. Last one. Start, bench, cut, because this was a conversation. Paul Pierce dusted off that conversation, him being better than Dwayne Wade. He said, if I had LeBron, if I was on Miami, we would have won the championship. Paul Pierce has dusted off this conversation that his career is better than Dwayne Wade's. He's a better player than Dwayne Wade. He should be getting all the fanfare that Dwayne Wade has gotten over the years. Start, bench, cut. Do you believe Paul Pierce?
Does this really happen?
This really happened.
And does this guy really start talking and say, "Oh, if I had is he really?"
He said, "If I had LeBron, if I was on Miami, I would have won them championships too."
I mean, so would every other person that's played on. What are we doing, man? I tell you, bro,
it's P, man.
Paul Pierce continues to.
We live.
He continues to just be a clown, bro. I'm starting Dwayne Wade, I'm benching Paul Pierce, and I'm cutting James Harden. So yeah, I mean, I'll give him.
Paul, you got more respect than James Harden.
Yeah, I'll respect him enough to put him on the bench, but you got to be kidding me with the "I'm better than Dwayne Wade." Stop it. Didn't the Heat come into Boston a few times and go ahead and knock them off?
Mm-hmm.
I thought so.
Sure did.
Stop it. Paul Pierce. Oh, I can't stand that guy, bro. Just as much as I guess with the hate I
hate all Celtics
brothers. Yeah, you gotta be kidding me, man.
Oh, the all hate team. It's got 3 Celtics in it. Marcus Smart, Paul Pierce, Jason Tatum. You got 3 Celtics in your all hate team. Those are the memes. I have a question to everybody here today. Would you have given this man the Supermax that he was eligible for by making second team All-NBA of $304 million over 5 years, the largest contract given to any NBA player of all time? Or would you have just traded him away instead of giving him this contract? They gave him the most money of any player ever to play professional basketball, to play basketball.
What are we doing here? What is happening?
304.
This is an absolute travesty.
He's going to make $40 million a year towards the end of his contract.
This is ridiculous. The answer to your question is no. Hell
no.
What are we doing? Kudos to you, Jaylen Brown. You should give your money back. You know why you should give a lot and be a philanthropist?
Why?
Because you don't deserve it anyway.
Wow.
It's been given to you.
Somebody had to say it.
By the dumbest management team in the history of the NBA. Yes, I was on board with paying this man over his counterpart, his peer, his light-skinned brother. However, this was not what I was talking about. What are we doing? $304 million over 5 years.
This coming season, he's going to make $30 million. 2024, 2025, $52 million plus. 2026 season, $56 million plus. 2027 season, $60 million plus. 2028 season, $64 million plus. Last year on the deal, 2029, $69.1 million for one season.
look at Stu's comment. Bro, you had to have carried a pager to really to appreciate Stu's comment, bro.
For me, it was a calculator.
Where's your flag? He deserved a flag for that. Oh, if Angel's there, would have been a massive trade guarantee. Absolutely, I agree with you 100%. This is ludicrous, bro. I can't believe when James told me this at work, I almost lost it. This is going, I guarantee you. He is out of control. I guarantee you, this man, they will want to trade this man by year 3 of this contract, and they will not be able to unload this deal off on anybody.
No, not at all. Not at all. You got a star. He's not a superstar. He's not average. He's a good two-way player, 3-and-D, explosive, good young star who don't got a left hand. They can't dribble because he gets 6 turnovers a game in crunch time. And he's your second best player. And you gave him $304 million. Jason Tatum's up for his deal next year. They're going to give Jason Tatum $400 million over 5 years. You're going to have 2 guys making $130 million. That's going to be $130 million worth of your cap. There's going to be 2 guys in one season. I make $30 million. I make $50 million. I make $60 million. I make $70 million for 1 year. What are they doing? What are they doing? I don't know. I would have traded him. You got to flip him. Because me in that war room, you got to say, do we really want to give this guy this money? I understand that we've had commercial success. I understand that we've had regular season success. I understand that we went to the NBA Finals. I understand that we go deep in the playoffs every year. But are we really going to give our second best player $60 million a year?
Sir, there was no one in that room that had a contrarian opinion. Everyone in that room clearly agreed. Everyone agreed. Because nobody thought this through. No, Mom, I'm sorry. That is not a typo. If you're on YouTube, you can see Stu's comments. No, that's not a typo. He's definitely saying something by commenting that way. Yes, Stu, it is time for you to dust off your Jordans because apparently anybody can get a contract in the NBA today. Anybody.
So I know this is all NFL moving forward, but we had to say something about that.
Horrible.
Because every game he sucks it up, they're gonna be like, "There go yo $60 million."
Bro, I can't wait. I used to listen. I used to enjoy Jason Tatum sucking it up and support this young man. But I'm sorry, bro. they set you up for failure. I'm coming after both of y'all. Like, don't win a championship next year. I don't care what round you lose in. There goes your $304 million player, Jaylen Brown. You've got to be kidding me. Yeah, oh, absolutely. The NBA is the most contract-friendly environment in the world. There are no labor shortages. There are no labor strikes. The NBA is, if you want to get paid, put a basketball in your hand, get good at it, and you can be a minimal college kid and get drafted, and everybody be excited about it.
You could be Jaylen Brown.
Oh my God.
Oh, Revis. He enjoyed retirement. Look at you, Reeve. Okay. So the Hall of Fame ceremonies, something is happening right now, but they're bringing out the Hall of Fame people. All right, next up. All right, I told you about this, man. Hard Knocks, New York Jets. They had no other choice. This was the choice to make. So I expect you to be tuning in every week.
Hey, man.
Primetime television.
I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. My guy. He's in New York now. I can't wait to see what he does.
I hope they suck. I hope they suck.
I know. It's only one. You can only be on. Hey, it's one side or the other. You're either rooting for him or you're hating on him.
I hope they suck. And now that he's not a Packer, I'm not praying for his downfall as hard as I used to. But I still don't want him to win nothing. It's just he's a Packer. The green didn't help. You should have went to Arizona, somewhere to wear red or something. Baby blue. She went to a team that had a totally different color. He's still green. I hate him. I can't do it. Still get flashbacks to that Hail Mary.
Classic.
Can't do it. All right, so let's get to these division breakdowns. Starting in the NFC North. Forward down the field. It is the team that will not yield and win the blue and silver ray. No? Anybody?
I'm sure Dennis will chime in there pretty soon.
Here's my NFC North prediction. It's going to be extremely competitive. I feel like the NFC North is going to be extremely competitive. Every game is going to matter, whether it's the Bears, the Lions, Green Bay, or Minnesota. Every game is going to be competitive. Nobody's getting – this isn't a blowout league. This is a blowout division. This isn't the Packers still have good coaching. They still have good players on defense. They still got a guy that could be an all-star running back. Still got decent receivers. The real question here is quarterback play. So let's not say the Packers are just going to win 4 games this year because they got a better roster than that. Same thing with the Vikings. Vikings arguably had the best receiver in the league. They lost Dalvin Cook, so where's their run game coming from? They lost Darius Smith, so their defense took a hit. So you expect them to take a step down. But, these guys are going to steal some games. So same thing with the Bears. I expect Justin Fields to take a big leap forward. I expect him to take a big leap forward. Like, no small steps, big leap forward. He's got a number 1 receiver in DJ from Carolina. But we'll see. But I expect the Lions to win this division. I hope they get to, 10, 11, 12, 13 wins. That way we, maybe be out of the wild card, but, you never know. But I expect this division to be highly competitive.
I agree with you. I agree. This could be actually the most competitive division in the NFL this year in regards to competition. I agree that competitiveness will be there. Talent wise, I think the Packers and Bears, while they have better rosters, still need a piece or two to help out. Chicago definitely looking at Justin Fields taking a huge step forward. They have a number one receiver. Running back, defensively, they're always tough. But I still think they're probably. I think the battle for third and fourth is between those two teams. I think the Lions and Vikings are definitely your two best teams in the North. I need everybody to be realistic, and I would say to me the Vikings have a more proven system and approach, and now this seems like it's their time to take a hold on this division. However, I don't believe the Lions are going. The Lions are much better, as we know, and I believe the Lions will make that very difficult. So I do believe this is going to come down to the Lions and Vikings. And because the Vikings do have a tendency to also cough things up sometimes at the wrong time, because everybody loves to count on Kirk Cousins, but not really. I think that the Lions, this could go down to the last couple of weekends in the year for the Lions and the Vikings to decide who wins this division. You're right. Zadarius Smith lost with him going over to Cleveland. I thought that was a big loss.
You lost the edge. You lost running back.
And then they lost their running back in Dalvin Cook. So they definitely have a couple holes there. Is it more on Kirk Cousins this year to win it? Maybe. But this is not a troll. I know y'all, I can't do it. But listen, I'm not a believer that Jared Goff's ready to win the NFC North. All right? I'm sorry. It's not there yet.
I don't think
this is their year. This is not their year, but coming off of what happened last year and the way the season ended, and it definitely seems like the front office has a goal in mind, the coaching staff's there, and they have their system and they have their chemistry and kind of their culture. The culture of this team seems to be thriving. So this can definitely come down to the last couple weeks of the season. I'm going to go ahead and pick the winner of this division, and I'm going to pick the Minnesota Vikings.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you doing that.
Because I don't believe it. It's no troll there. I don't believe in Jared Goff and the offense. I don't believe in it yet.
How did James know you were going to pick the Vikings? Yeah, I got some secret little dog whistle that y'all.
No, not at all. He was premature there. He was just giving his opinion. I just belled myself for Dennis.
I'm definitely picking the Lions.
You should.
I get what you're saying about the Vikings. I think losing the edge, and then they're talking about trading their other edge in Hunter, losing Dalvin Cook, who was their pace guy, their home run hitter. Basically, it's Kurt and JJ. And
JJ.
That's it. That's pretty much their whole offense. You know, they're gonna have some guys try to step up at receiver. Not really sure if Madison is a number one running back, but we'll see. But I'm scared of the Justin Field ascension, so I'm gonna play close attention to that. I just don't think their roster overall is very good, especially on the defensive side. I still like Green Bay's roster. Like, they didn't lose a lot of guys other than a couple receivers. Their defense is still good. Their offensive line is still good. So it's just really on Jordan Love. Yeah, is he really an NFL quarterback? So that's the big question right there. So I agree with the Jared Goff skepticism. I am skeptic of him as well. But the weapons that they put around him have made it to me to where, bro, just get the ball to the guys that need the ball. Like, and then when J-Mo comes back in 6 weeks, then you can start, taking shots and stuff like that. But they shored up this defense to stay in games. You got your electric running back who you're going to put in the slot. Give him the ball. Give him some
Enough.
space.
We know how that payday happened.
So you got the stuff around you. Amon-Ra trying to have a breakout season. Just do the job. Just plug away. We got a tough week 1 against Kansas City, but I believe.
Are you going with? So I would say this. It seems like to me, the Lions have to win by committee this year. Like is that going to be?
I
their
agree with
nature?
that. I agree with that.
Their whole
Some
kind of
days it's going to be the
operation is
defense.
yeah.
Some days one offensive player is going to go
Steps
off.
up. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that. I believe defensively it's going to keep them at a lot of games, shoring up that secondary. Still need better linebackers, but defensively, I think we shore up that secondary, short up that defensive line, keep us in games, and then just go score points.
Which they did do a lot of last year. So they definitely can score.
Yep, losing Jameson sucks for the first couple weeks. That was real stupid, but
yeah, stay off the cell phone, man.
So, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I did not get my season tickets, James, and they will not be the same old Lions. They will not. I am drinking the Kool-Aid. I am in it. I'm busting through the door. Oh yeah, I'm in it. I in it.
I see what you did
division. We got the NFC East. NFC East has the current NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. We got the Cowboys. We got Washington, the football team, Commanders, soon to be something different, and the New York.
No, they're not going to be something different, are they? Again?
Yeah, they're going to change the name again. New ownership wants to change the name. They just got sold again. They talking about changing their name again. So I think this one's pretty cut and dry. Philadelphia, I mean, they're head and shoulders better than all of these teams. I think Dak Prescott is going to get exposed again this year. Washington, I don't even know who's the quarterback in Washington. Is it Heineke?
Isn't it Heineke?
Did they give him the starting job?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening in Washington. And then New York with the whole Saquon thing. It's kind of bold how they playing him, but honestly, I get it. I do, because running backs on that second contract don't do well. So if you're a football team, you're trying to think, well, do we pay them? But you paid a crappy quarterback. So, I mean, that just tells me you don't know how to run your team. So why not pay Saquon?
That's exactly what it is. That's 100%. Like I feel a way about it because y'all pay your quarterback all that money early, and now you don't want to give the best player on your team his due. So I agree with you 100%.
Who you got?
Yeah, this one you called it. Philly's gonna win this. I'm gonna enjoy watching Dallas be Dallas. That's just always fun. I'm a Country Wayne fan, so watching that happen every week, watching Stephen A. get on Dallas, like I'm just gonna watch Dallas be Dallas. Every year, and I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Dak, unfortunately, while we're rooting for him to be successful, just seems to throw picks, and their secondary gets torched every year. And then Washington is just Washington. So I think the NFC East is Philadelphia's to lose. And at this point, just go win it because they reload, run that thing back. So I'm looking at Philly winning this.
Reload, man. They got better.
Yeah, that's right. Like right after the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, they got better. So yeah, I look Philly to run away, as James say. Run away with this division, no problem at all.
Leonardo, are you saying the kid from the Tart? Oh, that's I know what you're talking about. Are you saying the Commanders are going to win the NFC East, Leonardo?
I think he's trying to say what their name is.
Oh, okay.
Who's Mond? Is that your third string quarterback? That's who's starting the game.
Oh God, yeah, that is because the second stringer is DTR.
All right, see how you do.
Yes.
Really special. Yeah, the Marcus Ware singing. I didn't get it. I didn't listen to it, but it was weird seeing that big football player singing the national anthem.
Oh, he's saying no to QB. Okay. All right. Hey, Stu said the Lions got to prove it to me before I put money on it.
Keep your money in your pocket. We don't need it.
Hey, did you see how they did all the fan, like how they trolled hard though? Metro Detroit, go put on Instagram. The Lions are favored to win the Super Bowl, and it's like, no, they're not actually. The Lions are the most bet, like the most money on the Lions to win the Super Bowl. They have the longest. They have very long odds, but everybody's picking the just in case money.
Yeah, their odds are where you won't lose.
Yeah,
a ton of money, but if they win, you win a bunch of money.
Yeah, it's like 2,000.
And they actually have a chance.
Right.
All right, NFC South.
Man, this looks bad. God, we got to get a dumpster fire meme for this year because this is bad. Oh God, this is horrible. I don't know.
NFC South.
Somebody has to win it, right?
Good at their team, and now 4'11" CJ Stroud is at the helm. Tampa Bay. Oh my God! How the mighty have fallen. They got Baker Mayfield as their quarterback.
Hey, he's got a Netflix special coming out that no, he doesn't. Johnny Football's got a Netflix special coming out.
Yeah, the same person.
The same person.
Like the same person.
I just literally realized no wonder that happened because they're like the same person.
Same person, sir. Same person.
Oh man.
Same person, bro. The videos from their training camp is horrible. Of them quarterbacks just overthrowing every receiver. like Mike Evans is 6'7". How do you overthrow 6'7"?
Hey, listen, poor Mike Evans, bro. I'm not drafting him on my fantasy team this year. A lot of people say he's the only guy that they're gonna throw the ball to. Nah, I don't think they're gonna throw it. No. Really, James? Is that gonna happen?
What?
He said, low key, Baker's gonna surprise some people in Tampa.
No.
I agree, Dennis. No. Dumpster fire. I think the Lions are better. I'm throwing a dart. Going with the Panthers.
Still on the dart.
Hey, you know what? Just to agree with Leonardo and just stay in the same spirit, I'm going to go with Panthers too. This is so bad that you didn't even put the quarterback for Atlanta up. Like,
is Ridder starting?
I think.
Did they get rid of Mariota?
Yeah, Mariota's in Philly now.
Okay, yeah, they got rid of Mariota. Okay, I mean they got the running back, right? The guy Bijan. Give him the ball 80 times and hope for the best, I guess. And then Derek Carr found somebody to pay him money. The biggest con artist that ain't named Baker Mayfield. And then Alvin Kamara is about to get suspended for probably like 6 games. So
what did he do? Gamble?
He got into a fight right before All-Star or something like that. Yeah. So that it's just dump. This is the dumpster fire division. You said throw a dart. Atlanta.
Atlanta. Yeah, this is bad.
Who you got?
Carolina.
You said the Panthers? Okay.
Sure.
Last in the NFC, we got the NFC West. San Fran, Cardinals, LA, Seahawks. Seahawks used to hurt me so bad. Who you got?
Who's playing quarterback for San Francisco? Trey Lance again? Is he back?
Man, if I was them, I'd start the white boy. Well, who's that? That got him all the way to the.
Went with the bad elbow at the end.
Yeah, Purdy.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy out of Purdue.
Yeah, I'll run with Brock again. But I think he got hurt, so I don't know if he's cleared yet.
Yeah, he had surgery on the elbow. Man, yeah, this is this is tough because these teams are usually very evenly matched. Has Stafford retired yet, or is he coming back? I'm trying to find a reason to pick a team here.
Stafford's still there, buddy.
And then Kyler's still there, but he doesn't study. So
he's coming off an ACL.
I'm going to go Niners. I'm going to go Niners in this division. This division can be hard-nosed. I mean, they hit, and they play very tough. Cup's got the hamstring, right? I think Cup's got a hamstring injury just recently.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go Niners, man. I'm going to go Niners in this division. I mean,
running back room is always hurt.
Yeah, and Geno we trust can't really do that. And then the kid from Michigan State. What do you mean he lost his RB? That's the kid that was their running back.
Yeah, he got hurt, and then his backup got hurt, but I think he's outperforming them in camp though.
Yeah, so this is one of those where I think I'm just going to trust in Kyle Shanahan. Yeah, Walker. So I'm going to go with Kyle Shanahan and his offense, which we know is always going to be there. And the defense for the 49ers is solid every year. So I'm going to go Niners. I feel better about it, no matter who plays quarterback.
Tread water long enough to win the division.
Yeah. And the play calling, is exceptional with the Niners. The Rams defense is not the same Rams defense that won the Super Bowl. It's clearly as things have changed.
It's not.
Yeah, so I'm going to go Niners.
Feel good about it. She should have retired with that ring.
No, Stu. Right. No, Stu, you're not on punishment. Sure, you're about to say something that's going to put you.
Yeah, I'm going Niners too. I don't trust the Cardinals. I don't trust the Seahawks. I don't trust the Rams. San Francisco has the most solidified unit of all four teams that you can go with. Even though the Seahawks wide receiver room got a little better, I don't know. I can't pick the team to help get us out of the playoffs. So I'm not a Seahawks fan ever. Same way I'm not a Baker Mayfield fan. Can't do it. Wait till that sting goes away. All right. So, what did I do? Where did I go? All right. So just we got Lions. You got Vikings. Both got Eagles.
Yep.
You got Panthers. I got Atlanta. Both got Niners.
Yep.
All right. AFC.
Talk your North. The North. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go, Brown. Stu. Alex Smith came back. Oh, man. Listen, man. This, to me, we talked about the NFC North being the most competitive. I think this potentially has the makings of possibly being the best division in football. The talent on every one of these rosters, I think it goes talent-wise. I think Cleveland and Cincy have the most talent. Baltimore has some nice complementary pieces. You can see what they're trying to do. Steelers, same thing. But the thing you have to take into consideration with both of those teams is coaching. The coaching staffs and the consistency of both of those organizations, they're always there no matter what. Cleveland owns Joe Burrow and the Bengals. It's starting to be a little bit of a back and forth with the Steelers and Browns. And unfortunately, the Ravens have still owned the Browns pretty much. This is a tough division to win in. I believe Joe Burrow has the calf injury. I saw something today. I didn't read it. What's the prognosis on his out right now? Potentially,
I think they're just gonna nurse it.
Is he day to day?
Yeah, they're not gonna rush him back. They say he's gonna be out for a couple weeks.
So we'll see, right? It's too early to say that's going to impact the season because he can be out a couple weeks and be healthy still to go. You still got 3-4 weeks before the regular season starts. So that injury is going to be interesting. I'm not ready to crown Pittsburgh being back from a standpoint of fighting for the division because of the fact that their quarterback situation is the young guy now. But again, very well coached team. Ravens, is OBJ's addition to that team something? I don't know. I'm starting to wonder, is it the team or is it OBJ? Because he's now been with a few teams and it just doesn't seem to ever work out. But we shall see. Can Lamar win in a different offense? Because I have a feeling they're going to throw the ball a little more this year and kind of do things a little differently. We all got kind of used to that offense. You kind of line up the two tight ends, you cross one of them in front. It's an RPO look. You find the tight end on a seam route. Like, it was kind of a basic thing, and you let Lamar do his thing. Does he return back to Lamar form of MVP? I think there are a lot of questions there. So I would say Ravens and Steelers are fighting for third and fourth place in this division. Burrow and the Bengals are fighting with Garrett and the Browns for first place in this division. Deshaun Watson is the X factor for the Browns. Let's just call it what it is. You know they can run that thing, and I think you should still do it. Should be a 60-40 team running that thing. The Elijah Moore addition at slot is a huge addition for Amari. The wide receiver room is strong. The offensive line, they breed them. You can call me a homer, but this is – you notice today I've been very analytical. I just want to say I've been very analytical. I didn't hate on your Lions like I could have just because I'm speaking facts. Defensively, shored up a lot of things, brought in the safety from Kansas City who's got Super Bowl experience. Everybody, defensive line, Za'Darius Smith add is huge. Defensively, a lot stronger. The Jim Schwartz addition from a coaching perspective last year, they blew a lot of big plays due to just the scheme was bad communication. All signs point towards that not happening this year. I got the Browns winning this division. I got the Browns winning this division. All right. Browns win this division.
With that said.
11-5 this year. Browns win this division. Tough schedule, but 11-5 this year. I think Burrow and the Bengals go 10-6. But I think you potentially can get 3 teams out of this division into the playoffs, because I think that 3 teams in this division are going to have winning records for sure. And when I say winning records, I'm saying 9+ wins. I think 3 teams in this division can get 9+ wins. So to me, probably the hardest division to win in. Black and blue, AFC North. Browns take the North by a game, half game, something like that. And they're playing in the first weekend of the playoffs. So that's my take on it. That's my take on it.
Yeah, I can see 2 teams coming out. I don't know about 3 because the NFC East got better. I mean, the AFC East got better. So you think 2 teams are coming out of there. I think Chubb. Yeah, health has been y'all Achilles heel since this whole resurgence, right? It's like the secondaries can't stay healthy. The receivers can't stay healthy. Key offensive linemen go out. So it's like health is always a thing in the NFL, but it seems like during this resurgence of the Browns, there hasn't been a lot of health going around. So that's the first thing. So hopefully you guys stay healthy all the way around.
Yeah.
The Bengals are definitely the class of the division, seeing as how they've been to the Super Bowl and deep AFC championship, and you got a top 5 quarterback on in the NFL on your team. So you would think that they would be able to move forward. Here's one thing that I have a question for you as a Browns fan. Do you think it is time to look at the coach? Because my man, he don't run the ball when he's supposed to run the ball. He hasn't featured Nick Chubb since he's been there, and there has been issues with the receivers leaving in the past, OBJ, Jarvis, and stuff like that. Is it time to look at him and his formula and his philosophy on how he's running this offense?
I think this is the last year to allow for this formula to work. If this year doesn't go well, I think you're talking about that for sure before the year even ends. Because I'm saying 11-5, right? So I'm calling 11-5 with, and at the end of the day, I
So if
think
you
if
start
you
off
look,
3-3, 3-5,
yeah,
then
if you start off bad and you're looking at an 8-8 season, 7-9, something like that, then yes, you have to look at that. I think one thing that's different this year is there is no second guy situation where they've had Hunt and Chubb in the past, and there was kind of that thing to lean on them both. And so there were times where you're like, just put Chubb in the game and run the dang ball, and he wants to get a little cute with Hunt. Hunt's gone now, so it's Chubb and then the other guys, and the other
where did Hunt go?
The second kid Ford is pretty good. He's a free agent now. They didn't sign him back.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
I thought he was on the roster.
No, he's been quietly waiting in free agency for
Kareem Hunt
somebody to pick him up. Yep. I was surprised at that too, because the other day I saw a headline that said his free agency isn't going as planned. I was like, what? Wow. And then I saw an interview with Chubb, and he was like, yeah, we missed that guy.
He's a free agent?
Yeah, Kareem Hunt is no longer going to be wearing the brown and orange.
I didn't know.
Yep. So that's that right there. I mean, I think he is like under contract, but right now they're saying actually a day ago, Vikings are poised to add Kareem Hunt after the Madison injury.
Oh, Madison got hurt. Dang.
Yeah. So there goes your Lions winning the North. But yeah, so I agree with you. That the answer to that question is yes. It's just a matter of how it plays this year, because it's been an excuse every year, right? So injuries. Like I said, there was the two-headed monster running back and trying to use them both. But this
quarterback play.
Yeah, your quarterback play. This year you have a quarterback that was looking better as the season ended. He's now had a full offseason, and all reports say it's him. It's the old Deshaun now. You got Chubb in the backfield. You're healthy. You got an extra rusher to support Myles Garrett. I mean, you've got every piece. The front office has done their job. If it does not work this year, you must look at the head coach. You even got a new DC, right? Last year, it was the defense can't hold a game. Too many big plays. All of these things, every year, they go back and they look at it and they evaluate. And Barry does a great job up front in the office of getting guys in. Now they bring in Schwartz, and it's like he's letting them play. You've got an O-line that sends 3 guys to the Pro Bowl every year.
They just want to break on you. I don't know why.
I don't know why I'm getting the bell for that. But
he want a bell on you.
But yeah, I say 100% I agree with you. Yes, if it doesn't go well this year, you got to question the head coach.
Okay. Yeah, man, because, I mean, you've had too many expectations over the last, 3 years now, 3 or 4 years. We're stacked rosters, understand injuries, but at the same time, there's a formula. The formula is run the ball. You got a top 5 running back on your team, and
arguably,
he should
number 1. Yeah,
he should be like 1,300 yards every year, with multiple touchdowns. So, and especially when you have been having a struggle in quarterback play, I get front office draft you a quarterback, so you got to run with the quarterback they give you, but at the same time, go win football games, run the doggone ball.
Run the ball.
So that's frustrating within itself to know you got a guy that can be a workhorse and you're not using him as a workhorse.
Yep.
So I expect the Browns to give Chubb the ball if you want to win games. I understand you got Amari Cooper. I understand you got Njoku and all these other weapons, but you got to run the ball. If your line is as good as you say it is, and now you got a RPO threat in Deshaun Watson in the backfield to use as another threat to help your running game, y'all should be top 5 in rushing.
Yeah, I agree. No, 100%.
So
and my Hunt comment was I was saying that basically Hunt is going to Minnesota because they just lost Madison. I'm changing this. They're going to the Lions, win the North, because Minnesota really ain't nothing. It really is now them and JJ.
Yeah. DC brings up a point. Will Cooper be as effective with a mobile quarterback? But I mean, D-Hop got off with him.
Yeah, he was a 1,000-yard receiver last year.
Yeah, D-Hop got off with Deshaun, so you
Yeah.
would think. I mean, Deshaun. I don't really. Would you label him as a mobile quarterback? He's just a guy that can run when he was more of a thrower in
Yeah,
Houston
he
anyway.
definitely was a thrower, but he's an athletic guy who can run it. There
Yeah,
wasn't a lot of RPO set like that in Houston,
yeah,
but he's a guy that can run for 300-400 yards in a season. Definitely, I mean, that's definitely a threat. He's
if
going to
you
get
ask
out of
him
the pocket
to.
and go. But yeah,
They should be second because the roster moves that the Ravens made, I don't believe in them. OBJ often injured. Zay Thomas has to prove himself. What's your running back
yeah,
situation over there?
yeah.
Steelers
Is JK still there?
probably, but he ain't played in a season and a half.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
trust it either.
I don't trust their roster and they out and they go for it a lot. Like they're a real all or nothing kind of team and they lose a lot of games that they should have won. So we'll see where the Ravens go. And as you said, the Steelers ain't ready yet.
Do you think Lamar can win in the pocket?
Like in a spread offense?
Like,
No.
because I think what we found out, the guy, like, I mean, he's a once in a generation talent. Take nothing from him. His MVP year, the dude was just unbelievable. But the NFL is a copycat league, and the NFL is very good. There's a reason why these guys are who they are. Defensive coordinators, once they have enough tape on you, know how to box you in.
Mm-hmm.
And I think are the days gone where he beats teams with his legs, and is the formula basically if you can get up on these guys that can't come back, or can you contain him enough to make him win the game with his arm? Do you think he can do that? Will he ever get rid of the stigma?
That was the OBJ signing, right? Get an extra guy out the box, right?
Yeah.
You get a guy that can get over the top, that can catch every ball, that can make spectacular catches, to help you get another guy out the box so Lamar can run the ball. So you got to start off the season strong with throwing the ball to OBJ. You got to throw it to Zay Jones. You got to throw the ball early to get that extra guy out the box. Once you get sticky and get that extra guy out the box, then you can do what you want to do, which is run Lamar and then get underneath with Andrew. But it's all on this OBJ signing. They have not had a primetime receiver in his tenure. So they're hoping OBJ can be that guy to get an extra guy out the box, get defenses out of man coverage, and hopefully that works. I don't think it's going to work, though.
Yeah, I'm with
it's
you.
going to last the season.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
So you got the Bengals winning the North.
Yeah, Bengals win the North, but the Browns have all the talent to do so. The coaching has to give his dog the ball.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, like none of these guys, like the Bengals don't have a great defense. Neither do the Ravens. Neither do the Steelers. They got two good players over there in Pittsburgh. Line them up, run the doggone football. Get one-on-one with Amari on the outside, get one-on-one with Njoku, and run the doggone football.
Yeah.
And until you see that, it's like that's the formula, bro. Like I don't know what else to say.
Stu, you're right, bro. We're in the same family when it comes to being a Lions fan or a Browns fan. You're absolutely right. I agree with you. This is one of those situations where Cincinnati is the Vikings, right? I mean, it's time for them to be the team. And then here come the Browns and then the Lions with this talented roster and the culture and all these things. But it's time to put it together on the field. So we'll have to see what happens.
Gotta put it together. AFC West, let's ride. We can be quick here. Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City. It's gonna be very similar to last year. Kansas City, Los Angeles, and then Denver and the Raiders are fighting for futility.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Even with Sean Payton. Sorry. Russ. It looks like the days are over and people just go keep on believing in Garoppolo like they keep on believing in Carr. All righty.
Yeah. That's right.
Poor Chargers just won't win close games.
I mean, that's just the Chargers, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's been
Always
ever since I've been. Yeah, it's been the Chargers. Close but no cigar.
Yep. All the time.
That's just who they are and how they're always gonna be. Kansas City. The Kansas City Achilles heel. So the one thing about Kansas City, right? They ain't got no receivers. And they don't really have a secondary. But Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, the names are going to be the names. Once Chris Jones resigns, the defensive line is the defensive line. The players are going to be the players. But losing Juju, it might hurt. Having to depend on unreliable wide receivers. But they proved last year when they lost Tyreek that spreading the ball around still works in Kansas City. So as long as they don't have any injuries, Kansas City should run away with the division.
The system matters. The system matters.
Put a pin in this comment. If the Browns win the division, I'll buy a Browns hat and wear it every day. Wow. Stu. I wouldn't even do that.
and Stu, I'll do you one better. The Browns win the division and you buy that Browns hat and wear it every day, send us a picture. We'll post it every show. We'll open the show
daily. Oh man, that's a Stu. Nobody asked you to do. You did that on your own.
Yep, and he is now being held to it.
Wow. Yeah, the Chargers. Yeah, bro. Chargers. I don't know. I don't get it. He thought when the Lynn guy left, who did stupid stuff, and then they got another coach to do stupid stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. AFC East. You were saying, you get 3 teams out of that one. Maybe you can get 3 teams out of this one,
bro. This is one of the most overrated divisions in football, bro.
Overhyped division. I like it.
Yeah, this is all right. This is the Buffalo Bills division to win until somebody proves they can dethrone them. The Jets with the quarterback and what they have defensively and offensively. I need people not to sleep on the Jets. Last year, the Jets' young running back before he got hurt was a dog. Their defense were a bunch of dogs. Like, that was a good football team. They were like a couple offensive linemen in the right spot, and their running back not going down. And obviously, we know their quarterback situation. You now have a Hall of Famer there. And if you can do what you need to do in all those other spots, plus the guys you know are going to be there, Sauce Gardners of the world, all that, they're going to compete for this division. To me, I've never been a Mac Jones believer, and I'm never going to be one. The Patriots are boring. They're like the Spurs of the NFL. Nobody really wants to watch Mac Jones. And there's always this talk of like some random big name going to New England on offense. Like, so what? I'm not a Mac Jones believer. And then the Dolphins, I'm not a Tua guy. I can't get on board. If Tua doesn't get hurt, then what though? Like, nah. So I'm going Buffalo again. Like, this is their division to lose. The Jets are the team that I expect to compete for the division. So I think 2 teams out of this division. Yeah, I guess you could argue if Tua stays healthy that Miami could be the 3rd team. I don't know. And I don't know if their defense is going to hold up. And then, so I think Miami 3rd and Patriots are 4th. But this looks like a big, like, 8-8 division to me, with Buffalo being 12-3 and the Jets being 11-6 or something like that. So I just think it's going to be interesting to watch. I'm not a believer in the Dolphins like that, though.
Yeah, the team speed is off the charts, but you got to have a quarterback to orchestrate it all. Jalen Ramsey being out until December is huge. I mean, that's the majority of the season. Where he's gonna come back in January for a playoff push. Like, they might as well just keep him out for the rest of the season, because by the time he come back, they ain't gonna be no good. I don't believe in Tua, as you said, to get these guys. Now listen, James said it. I do like Mike McDaniel. He seems like a very out of the box kind of coach. He understands the players that he has and put his players in space. He got a lot of shifty guys, a lot of speed. So you expect him to be in a lot of games. But this is Buffalo's division. I'm really sad that they still won't get a doggone running back. Like, I'm really sad that they still won't get a doggone running back. Like,
Bro,
Dalvin Cook is right there. Like, just go get you a freaking running back
world?
and run the ball. Like, it's the same thing. It's the opposite of what Cleveland's doing. Like, go get your running back and run the freaking ball. Like, you have a franchise quarterback. You have a generational talent at quarterback. You have a good receiver. You got a good receiver room. You got a decent offensive line. You got a decent to top tier defense. Go get your running back. Go get your running back and pace these games and stop beating up on your quarterback. Go get Dalvin Cook. Hell, go get Ezekiel Elliott. Go get somebody to run the freaking ball between
anybody. I don't understand why. My coworker at work works in another department. James' is actual coworker. He's a Bills diehard, and every year I give his team props for being good because you know Allen's going to win a game early in the season where you're going to be like they went in the Arrowhead, right? Like you're just going to be like, okay, this team, they legit this year. And then as you get later in the season, it comes down to the same thing. Run the dang ball.
Run the dang ball.
God.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Bills just off of sheer talent. The Bills-Jets is definitely prime time. Definitely want to see them games. Because the Jets defense ain't no joke. Williams, Sauce Gardner, those boys ain't no joke. Sauce and Stephon getting head-on-head matchup. That's a good matchup. That's prime time right there. Yep. I want to see every one of those games.
Yep.
The Patriots are afterthought. Let's be completely honest. The COVID year, they sucked. They got Mac Jones. They sucked. They bought a whole bunch of defensive players that don't fit their scheme. Then they suck again. Right now the Patriots is where you go just to play football, and you know you're not gonna do nothing, and then you're gonna be miserable because you play for Bill Belichick. So, yeah, they should have no televised games. If the Patriots have a televised game, then Bill Belichick really do have something over the commissioner because these people should not be on TV. So I'm definitely going Bills, close Jets. I'll get the Jets 10 wins to try to sneak into the playoffs. Dolphins break even as you can get on a 8-9, I guess.
Yeah, 9 and 8. What is it? Because they play 17 games now, or 16 games in a bye week.
And then Bills will start off the season. I don't know when they play the Jets, but they're going to do the same thing they do every year: win the first 7 games, lose a stupid game, lose another stupid game, win another 6 games in a row, lose a stupid game going into the playoffs.
I hate it because as soon as I'm ready to my team's out of it and I want to pick a team to root for those guys. Like, I'm gonna lose another dumb game.
Yep.
God,
dumb game to the Patriots or something stupid.
Yep.
James Buffalo nice with the Cook brothers, man. They got James. Just go get Dalvin, bro. Just go get Dalvin Cook. You know, might not have the cap, make a pitch, get you a running back. Ezekiel Elliott, I'm sure he is very cheap right now. Go get a running back. I didn't even know Kareem Hunt was was out there. Go get a running back, bro. Go get a running back.
Man, listen, rumor has it. They're saying now Dalvin Cook talks with the Jets should ramp up after the Hall of Fame game. So he was in New York for the visit to the Jets the other day. If you're a Buffalo fan, you don't want that to happen.
No. Because
we've always said, actually we said this in the past when that bad man played up in Green Bay, whenever he has a running back, it's even scarier. Yeah. So y'all don't want, and then they've got the young fellow who's going to come back this year healthy, but y'all don't want them to have a dog at running back too. Like, y'all, Buffalo, go get him.
Yeesh. AFC South. Why do the South division suck? NFC South, AFC South. What's wrong with the South? Who did the Dart Lando? Who did the Dart Lando?
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right, there we go. Jaguars. All right, we're done here. Next thing.
It's like, oh. Hey,
Oh.
my man, what's his name from Indianapolis said, "I want outs."
No, Taylor. Yeah,
Taylor, like, let me go now.
yeah. Let's discuss the running back thing for a minute because my boy was asking me the same thing. He was like, "Man, why they not paying the running backs?" I was like, "Bro, if you look at it, like running backs on the second contract never perform on the second contract. The rookie contract, they bust onto the league, they do great things, but not a lot like Ezekiel Elliott, Todd Gurley, like this. I mean, the list goes on and on of just guys who burst on the scene, get that second contract, and don't really perform up to it. So, like, I understand some of these teams' skepticism on not paying it. Like Josh Jacobs, is he really like a top 10 running back? I guess so, because his numbers say he's a top 10 running back. But do you really want to pay this guy $20 million a year? Not really. Like Jonathan Taylor, you have a tremendous line. Do you trust your line or do you trust Jonathan Taylor? Like you got an all pro 99 overall guard over there in Indianapolis. Could you plug another running back there and he get 1,000 yards? Or do you want to pay Jonathan Taylor $25 million a year? You know, like Saquon is probably the only
Yeah.
outlier here. Like I would pay Saquon because he is the best player on your team. And then the kicker is what we said before. You paid the quarterback, who is a very low tier quarterback.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of these running backs, it's like, it's the Jalen Brown effect, right? Like, do I really want to pay this guy this much money when the stats say running backs on their second deal don't really do well?
Yeah, I definitely think I think that the NFL created its own problem though, and so that's why I have an issue with it because you there's not a team in this league that doesn't operate out of you got to be able to run the football. I mean, there are two things that travel late in the season, especially when it gets cold in most of the country, and that's the running game and your defense. So you got to be able to run that ball. Like, there's only so many quarterbacks that can really put it on their back and carry you through a game or win you a couple games or take you to a Super Bowl. So at some point, like, you got to run the ball. So I think that some of the problem that's been created is that there were some contracts on some guys that were probably a little bit overpriced, and I think the league is you're trying to rein that in, but I think you're also causing. I think you're undervaluing guys as well. So yeah, the numbers do support it, but I think the numbers support it because those were not good contracts. Um, so I like Chubb got his second deal already, but
Mm-hmm.
um, there he's still going to be a part of that conversation in a year or two because I would argue you better re-up him. You got to re-up him again because he's proven to you he's arguably the best back in the NFL right now.
When you give them the ball,
You give him the ball, yeah. King Henry, he's a guy, right? That's a legit 1,500 yard guy. Um,
mm-hmm.
yes, he's had his injuries, but he's also come back from his injuries and he's carried that team in moments. Unfortunately, I think they got a little too much King Henry when he came back from the injury the last time. But so yeah, the numbers are there. Unfortunately, I think that the league did a bad job, and now you're trying to rein it in because I don't think you should pay a running back. There's no precedence that says you should pay him $20 million a year. So I think 12 to 15 is fair because to me that position is still valuable, and there is not a team in this league that doesn't want to be able to run the ball. I mean, like you just said, if Chubb gets 1,300 or 1,500 this year, the Browns are winning the AFC North. I mean, you can pencil that in, and yeah, you could say, yeah, I could put another running back there, right? There's the old system of any running back in Denver was going to get 1,000 yards because they always had a great offensive line, or any running back in Dallas, right? Always had a great offensive line. But there's still talent there that you got to have a guy that is going to see the hole, punch the hole, breakaway speed, like he's a game breaker guy, and you can't deny that with these guys. Some of these guys are just that good. So I think the players got to step it up, and you guys got to find a way to stay healthy and perform so that you do bring that value back. But I think the league messed up here in giving some guys some big contracts, and now, unfortunately, these guys are paying for it because these general managers and stuff are trying to bring it back into balance. And So it's kind of a double-edged sword to me.
Yeah, trying to reset the running back
Trying to
market.
reset the market. Yeah.
All right.
Tennessee's taking this out. A lot of people said Tennessee. Leonardo said Jaguars are going to be nice.
Jaguars.
Yeah.
I mean, the Jaguars to me had the most continuity, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence has been
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
ETN, decent defense.
Yeah.
Doug Peterson, good coach. And
Yep.
then what? Tennessee, you got a quarterback thing going on there, right? Like, what kind of leash is Tannehill getting? Even though now you got a primetime receiver and a primetime running back, so the offense should be great, right? Like on paper, like y'all should be smoking everybody in this division.
What about their defense, though?
Right, exactly.
They're a tough-minded team, but that defense always seems to let you down every year in Tennessee.
You got a 1,000-yard receiver and a 1,000-yard rusher on your roster right now. You should be head and shoulders better than all three of these teams. But will
and
it
then you
happen?
have three quarterbacks, right? Levis, Tannehill, and then the other kid, the black kid they drafted.
Yeah, Willis.
Yeah.
What you talking about, Willis?
they've got an interesting situation there. Yeah, I'll go on with the Jaguars just for continuity's sake.
All right, that's it. Those are all the divisions. Those are all our predictions. You got your quarterback. You got your rookie of the year. You got your defensive player of the year. You want to throw some stuff out?
No, let's say that for Meteor Talk.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Big announcement. We're going on hiatus. This is our last show for a while. Football season starts for us Monday. Coaching, all that stuff starts. So if you follow us on our social media, if you don't yet, make sure you do. You see our Instagram tags right there. You can also follow us on Facebook at Andre Douglas and at Joel Williams. We'll be posting, of course. It's my son's last year. We got Dre's son is with us this year, so Dre gets to coach his son for the first time. So that's going to be fun. So we got a lot coming up, but our season does start, and being youth football coaches is a 7-day-a-week job, and by which we practice every day, play every weekend, and don't get a lot of off days. So we will not be on for a little while, but you've already clicked the bell. You've already liked us and followed us. So as soon as we are back on, we will let you know. We'll probably post something too, just to let you know we're coming back. But we'll be back probably mid-season or so, and we will start. We will probably roll right in with NFL talk because we'll be right into the season, right in the sweet spot. We'll get it going there. If you're in our fantasy league, be on the lookout. We're about to start it up again. So let's get it.
Except for the 25th. 25th. Right. That's after the third. That's after the second preseason game. Week before the season starts. It's a Friday. I'll put it at 8:30 DC. So it can be late.
Speak up now if that's a problem. Look at your schedule.
I put it late so it'd be earlier for you. I try to set it out in time.
I might need to move it to a weekend day.
I might have to move it to a weekend. Might have to move it to a Sunday.
A Sunday.
Sunday evening. Yeah. So that don't work. Y'all let me know, Stu. It is a auction draft. I'm not changing it. You want your guy, go get your guy.
Pay for it.
Okay.
And if you are going to be an auto draft guy, you're going to get kicked out of our league. There's no auto draft.
You got kicked out. I remember that. You show up or you go get kicked out. Okay. The auction works well when nobody is auto drafted. People just go for the people they want. The auto draft doesn't kick up random people. So you got to pay $30, $40 for a guy that they presume that costs $30, $40. You can get, Jared Goff for $1 instead of $15 like you supposed to. So I got one spot open. I'm going to reach out to Petey since he is a guy that's always on here all the time. And because he's been trying to get into the league the last 2 years. So I'm going to reach out to Petey. I'm going to give him a week or so. And then if I don't hear back from him, then the spot is open. But go re-download the app. Date and time, everything's out there. All the rules, everything else is the same. I did change my Cash App, so I will put the new handle in the chat in the app, so you guys can look me up there to submit your $20 before the draft starts. The only person that don't have to pay is Sack because he submitted his $20 after he got second place. Everybody else, you're on the clock.
The defending champ is actually here. So James is the returning champion from the 7 Mile Dog. So we shall see.
So West Coasters, let me know. Let me know what works best for y'all. Otherwise, the time is the time and the day is the day. And Stu's going to take 4 quarterbacks. And by week 3, he's going to get a bunch of trade offers. That's how you want to run your team, brother? That's how you want to run your team. This is the first draft that I can't go after Tom Brady, so I'm sad.
Hey, wait, don't send the 20. He changed his Cash App.
I sent the 20. Oh, yeah, I changed it. Don't do that. Don't do it yet. I'll put it in the chat. So get in the chat on the app. Put it on the app. So hopefully they refund that. I don't know. Hopefully nobody sent me money without knowing the new without knowing the new one. Because I don't even get alerts on this thing no more. I cut it off. So let me see.
He said, oops. Thanks for the wishes, Stu. Oh, you got it?
It worked. All right. Yeah, I got it. Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah. He did it earlier today. All right. So James is in.
James is in, the defending champ. 2-time champ, DC, defending champ, James. I got to win my own league eventually, guys. I'm coming, okay? I'm coming strong. We got a good 9 guys here, okay? We got a good 9 guys. Let's get this 10th guy in. And then this is something that we can run forever, okay? Anything else, brother?
No, congratulations to Bud Crawford for winning last week, that big match, undisputed champ. Congratulations to him. And I hope my man don't have brain injuries because that's now the word on the street is that Earl Spence has a lingering brain injury from a car accident where he flipped his car over a bunch of times and he was ejected from the vehicle.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yeah, that's it for me. Going to SummerSlam on Saturday.
Enjoy. Dre has been dad of the summer. These jokers have had the best summer ever. He literally got everything on their list, and they got a dog and everything else. Like, it's amazing.
Hey, man.
Kudos to you, sir.
I got a good mentor.
Appreciate it, but you're not going to deflect. Good job.
All right. Enjoy preseason football. I'll see you guys on the 25th. Hopefully we have a very successful season, and keep a lookout for all the notes and stuff like that when next time we go live. Until then, gentlemen, we appreciate you. We appreciate the field. We thank you guys so much for rocking with us every week. We'll be back either mid-season or in season. On behalf of myself, Andre Douglas, Joel Williams.
Much love.